Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we're going to be looking at another Mission Souls video. This one is focusing on Isaiah, also known as Ice the drummer, who has just turned 12 years old. We were requested to take a look at a birthday video that they put up last year for him, for his 11th birthday. So we thought that would be fun. This video is only about 4 minutes long, but it's got all kinds of interesting info in here. Like I can see right from the opening frame that it turns out Isaiah was born in Annapolis. I've been in Annapolis many, many times. In fact, it's where the Bay Bridge is. You know, I live in the D.C. area, and sometimes we go over to Ocean City, and it's right along the way. But yes, this comes from Superfly Lee. Would like us to take a look at this, and it sounds like a good idea to us and perfectly on topic since he just had his 12th birthday. Adrian, do you have any thoughts ahead before we dive into this?
Well, just happy birthday to Isaiah.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
All right.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Isaiah.
Show you come inside.
Okay, let's recap some of that, unless there's something you want to say up front, Adrian.
Just that was special.
Yeah, it's nicely put together, chronicling much of his musical development as well as his personal development.
Yeah, I didn't know that he played guitar and bass, too.
Those were what he started on, it would appear. First one was him joining his dad's bass practice, and that was 2016, so roughly 2 years old, because remember, he's born in November, late November, no less. And then he's on guitar with Milo and the Sparrows.
Age of 8 or 9, right?
Yeah, somewhere in that vicinity. I think it was like 2020, so maybe even earlier. Ice at 4, doing a pillow drum cover. Okay, so when he was using the pillow as a drum pad, he was 4 years old. All right.
Yeah.
And then
eating the heck out of the pillows, too, with the drumsticks.
Well, yeah, and we were noticing already at that point that he had pretty good rhythm. So I don't know if they didn't start him on the drums or if they just didn't have clips or what, but it seems like drums came a little later. Like first he kind of got the basics through guitar and bass, and then he got really proficient on the drums. And I mean, it became clear even on some of the really early clips that he had the rhythm. You know, he had the coordination that you need to become a drummer. The Wolfgang drum cover from 2022 in the store there, that was cool. He met with the State of Grace drummer. I heard My Hero in there by the Foo Fighters, and they did Everlong right after that. But yeah, they had him doing Everlong in 2022, so 3 years ago, so, 8 or 9, depending, and doing pretty well there when he was on the electronic kit. It didn't sound like it was actually turned up that much, and you could hear the pads. So yeah, he's come along quite nicely in that time period. Even as he was a baby, you could instantly recognize him, right after.
It was just good to see all that footage, and this cute footage, including Nisha on guitar.
Yeah, we saw an early Nisha as well. That's right, in there, playing the bass guitar. And I like how they said Stacy was doing vocalizations in the back at that point, because Stacy would have been, 8 or 9 herself at that point. So, yeah, an interesting look at the family itself as well, like the whole culture within the family. It's like music. It's a big part of your life. You look at him and you go, he could have been born into some other family doing some other thing that they all do. I don't know, tapping maple trees for maple sap to make maple syrup, or surfing, in Hawaii, or think of all the different possible realities we all could have grown up with, depending on who our parents ended up being and where they brought us from birth. You could see, that his interests were there. They were probably genetic to some degree, music often is, and he was thriving in there instantly. It looked like, pretty much.
I wonder if all the kids learned to play every rock and roll instrument, or if that was just Ice.
My understanding is they have all learned the bass guitar at the very least as their first or roughly first instrument. Maybe guitar is first, I don't know. But yeah, everybody knows how to play the bass guitar in that band, which means that there is a certain logic, to how mommy and daddy are trying to get their kids acclimated to music. They had something in mind. Like, well, first make sure they know the theory, and you need a stringed, or you need an instrument that makes notes. Yes, drums, you can tune them, but it's not quite the same. It's some other thing there. So you'd learn that first, and then you play the drums. That's what it seemed like to me. I don't know.
You learn the concept of rhythm, of course, before you start on the drums.
Oh yeah,
it kind of takes a basic understanding of it, which you either have or you don't.
That's right. Okay, well, that was really cool. I want to thank Superfly for that one. I think it was a great choice. And we are going to, next time around, we'll get back to actual Mission Souls covers, or perhaps an original. My understanding from one of the recent interviews is that they are working on original songs as well. We'll just see what comes next, and we'll probably take a look at it. In the meantime, if you have suggestions for us for Mission Souls, why don't you leave those below? And why don't you give your thoughts on this video? Like, did you see it last year? Were you already a fan, or was this new to you? Was it educational? Anything like that. Give your thoughts below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right, thanks so much for joining us. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care, folks.
See you all later.